Welcome to Digital Champions TV, where we get insights from emerging leaders in advertising and marketing. I'm Greg Kirkham, and today we're diving into ghostwriting and social media marketing with Elyse Notarianni, the founder and CEO of Townie Creative, based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the show, Elyse.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you. Now, tell us a little bit about Townie Creative. Where did it get its roots?
So by accident, all it started by accident. I, in the pandemic, was working at a magazine, and my mom needed help with social media for her business, just so that people could come in or because they couldn't come in, so they could sell, and ended up helping them. They had more sales when they came back than when they left, and I ended up, having more business than, making more than my full-time job. And I accidentally started a business. So it started with social media marketing. And then I was able to bring in a lot of my journalism to create more authentic marketing and then social media ghostwriting.
Wow. And what a beginning too, right? I think a lot of people during that time frame became very innovative in their approach and how they were making money and everything else. And it sounds like you really carved out a niche for yourself, and that's fantastic. So in the field, as far as with ghostwriting and social media marketing and everything, how have you seen it change even since the pandemic?
Oh, so much. Because I feel like everybody had the same idea to get into social media marketing right around then, because you could do it remotely and you can work with businesses who really needed to get a bigger online presence. And so everybody jumped in, and everybody talked about, we can make $10,000 a month working 4 hours a week, which is just insane and not true at all. So I've very much seen a resurgence in slowing down in social media and actually adding in a lot more authenticity, creating longer form content, and really creating something personalized, especially because we don't need a real person to create non-authentic content anymore. ChatGPT does that super well.
Yeah, and if you want non-authentic, then just go to ChatGPT or any of the other image generators or whatever and go there. But if you want to connect with your audience, you want to connect in a genuine way that requires some authenticity from somebody that's actually authoring it, right?
Yeah. And it's not as difficult as you think. Yeah. People just have a hard time writing down what they know, what their experiences are in the same way they talk about it. And so they think that they have to create and craft this authenticity, when in reality, they just have to have a conversation and record it and write it down that way.
Just connecting on a genuine level goes a long way, especially when building a brand or building any sort of business. So what kinds of changes have you seen? I know AI is a huge factor right now, a hot topic, if you will. But what other changes have you seen in the industry that are impacting you or potentially impacting competitors?
I think, also the genuine need to connect with each other. Because again, social media used to be very much showing off so much about your business or yourself. And now people don't like that very much. They don't like to see you brag. They don't like to see you just talk about how great you are. They want to connect and get to know you. So there's a lot more engagement. There's a lot more talking back and forth. And specifically, weirdly enough, on LinkedIn, which has been one of the biggest drivers of growth for my clients sales-wise by far.
Yeah, LinkedIn, I think a lot of people think of it as just a professional networking platform, whereas in reality, it's connecting professionals across industries while building those genuine relationships. That's perfect.
Yeah, and it is just a professional platform. If you think about it, if you go to a networking event and everyone's just saying, hey, here's what I do, why don't you hire me? No one's going to like that. They're not going to talk to you. But if you go in and you just have a conversation and you chat about your jobs, you chat about your life, that's when you actually make those connections. And it's just bringing that online.
Thank you, Elyse, for sharing your insights with us today. To connect with Townie Creative and learn more about Elyse Notarianni's work, visit digitalchampionstv.com.